So, this is Scott and Ben. We're here at the InsideSocialApps 2012 conference, and we're doing some rundown videos, let you know of our feedback and what we thought of this event. And you brought up a great point in our previous video, which was all about the marketplace right now. There's a big thing in the Facebook app marketplace and the mobile marketplace there that Zanga rules. You can't compete with Zanga, and that marketplace is too big. But the consensus here was that in the app space, there's not going to be one winner. There's going to be multiple big players, and new big players come up all the time, and it doesn't take much to become a big player. What it does take is getting your butt into gear and publishing and creating apps and really aiming to take a #1 or a top 25 position. Claim a position. Don't aim, I want to be in the top 100, or I just want an app to make me $5,000 a month or something like that.
Right.
If you seriously want to become a big player in this market, you've got to aim to be top 25, top 5 apps, and you'll get there. So this marketplace, in my opinion, I totally agree with it, on Android, on Amazon Marketplace, on Apple iOS, there is not going to be one Zanga. There's going to be multiple big players in every app ecosystem.
Well, and then that's what thrives with competition. And competition thrives with creativity and ingenuity. And like what we're trying to teach people with the marketing side of things is we don't want one dominant person telling everybody else what to do. We already experienced that from when Google.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice to have marketing strategies in place, clonings in place, build a foundation, try to make something better than the other person, and then go from there and build and be a player in the marketplace.
Exactly. There's multiple inputs here, and then you've got to be willing to adapt and learn from multiple big players. Like, there's some very big companies in the mobile space stuff, in the mobile space right now, who are doing things well. They may be on Android, they may be in China, they may be in Japan, they may be in Europe. Learn from them, adapt and evolve. You really don't want to dismiss big players. You want to understand their business model, their strategies, how they're making money, and how you can join them.
Yeah, see, but what's kind of nice, here's the companies might be afraid of, but you know what? Why don't you look into their system, what they did, look in their history, how they get there. They paved the road for all of us to learn from.
Exactly.
So we might as well use their experience to get you that much closer and that much further, so you don't have to make the mistakes.
Exactly. Like, I 100% agree with that. Really understand the marketplace, and I'd say anyone getting in, spend a few days studying the top players in the mobile market space. Look at what the Angry Birds, look at their portfolio, understand their portfolio. Who's behind the company? What's their mission? What's their vision? Team Lava, which is Storm 8. A lot of the TinyCo and a lot of the other big players in the marketplace, like Nimblebit and all these other app people. Understand what their company's about and what they're trying to do. What style of apps are they publish? You've got DNA in Japan. You've got Greed. They're moving into the US. You've got a lot of big publishers in Europe even.
What I would like to understand too is that all these companies became big at one point, but they didn't start that way. And This is such a young market. I mean, would you say that most of the big players are, what, 2 or 3 years old?
Yeah.
2 or 3 years old, and they're making billions? Millions and billions, or getting offered billions?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, guys, where do you go anywhere in any industry that you can have a chance to be a big player within a couple of years?
Yeah, or a couple of, it can take
12
months. Or less. You can be up with the big players if you're working on the right game strategies,
right,
and the right portfolio strategies. So, yeah,
and not even having the marketing strategies of what Ben and I put together to help you guys get ahead of the market and understand of the other blog posts that we put on there. People are hanging on every word we're saying about, have you thought about this strategy? We didn't give away the horse or anything, but we would say, hey, it'd be kind of neat if you did this or you did that, and they were like, what?
It was quite interesting. We got to speak to a lot of brands and big companies who are very interested in what we're doing and how we can help them. And they're struggling publishing apps right now, but they're approaching it in an old school way and not doing it right. But this marketplace, what you need to know is right now, it is still an infant. It's still a baby.
It's a Wild West.
And it is a wild
It was like
right
1999, 2000, when everybody was trying to build websites and trying to do e-commerce on them, and everybody's back then said, man, I wish I would have. I wish I would have
That
had
is
a
exactly.
.com. I wish I would have done the website back then. I wish I would have integrated my system to sell products and services on my website. This is the same. This is the same thing, just different animal that you need to get on board now.
Yeah, and the thing is that if you don't get it on board in 2012 and
To be
2013,
kicking yourself later.
you're going to be kicking yourself, and it's only going to be getting tougher. It's going to evolve. It is going to get harder to get in here. So you've got to take action now, and you've got to look to act fast and act hard. Get in here and really claim a position, and it does not take much.
And I think 99% of it is just implementing.
Yeah.
I mean, we can tell people strategy after strategy, and we can see it work time after time, but less than 1% will do it. And guess what? Those are the 1% that are like Zynga out there that do it.
Yeah, and everyone hates the big boys, but I tell you what, these companies that are actually
I would like to
doing
be
it,
hated that being that big.
You're quite helping to hate us. Hate us below by entering your comments and your feedback. Share this video. Let us know if you agree with us. Let us know how many big players you think are going to be in the mobile marketplace and what you make of it. And so our stance is that there's more than enough room for you to join right now. Get involved now.
It's exciting. I think it's very exciting.
In the mobile space, there is not going to be one big player.
No.
There's going to be big players, and anyone can become a big player. So this is Ben, Scott, How to Make Millions with Apps. We're signing out because it's everyone's starting to tear down right now.
Yeah, you can forklift sounds.
Like we've got trucks backing up.
They might be shoveling us off somewhere.
Exactly. So we're going to hightail it somewhere else, and we'll make some more videos for you.